Hello guys, Robot1 here, and welcome to Duels and Deck Profiles, the segment on my channel where we talk about decks that are already out or coming out and basically showcase the deck profile and some tools to show you how the deck works, and also to give you some ideas for your own deck profile if you want to use it. Now, today we are going to be looking at the Adamatia, a very cool archetype that is very similar to Ritual Beast in the sense that if you open a Tamer, you're good, if you don't, you're bad. And honestly, guys, I've been testing this deck and it is a lot of fun. Just being able to synchro spam in Master Rule 5 and just have a lot of fun with it is insane. Plus, the deck is very consistent and obviously it's a very luck-based deck because it revolves around excavating, which we haven't really seen since Sylvans. So now that we've got a deck that excavates and is just a really cool deck in general, which is synchro based, I want to get into the deck profile and show you guys what this deck can do. Without further ado, let's get into said deck profile. So, starting off, we have free analyzer. You want to be playing free of each tamer because you really want to be seeing these. If you don't see the tamers, you're not going to be playing the game, or the excavators. So we start with a free analyzer. He can special summon himself from hand when your opponent controls a monster, and also you can excavate the top 5 cards of your main deck and special summon a non-tuner rock monster from among them. And place them on the bottom of your deck in any order. All of the excavators have that same effect, but they have different special summoning methods. This is Seeker. He special summons himself from hand if you control Adamatia. And we also have Researcher, who summons herself from the hand when you control a rock-type monster. And they obviously both have the effect to excavate 5. For the crystals, we play 2 Leonite, 2 Raptite, and 3 Dragite. Now, the reason we're playing 2, 2, and 3 is because the fire one basically just places one from the grave or the hand into the onto the deck, and I believe the crystal one does this as well. But they both have separate effects where they can return the synchro monster of their attribute, the extra deck, while it's in the graveyard, and pop itself. Now, the reason we do play 3 Dragite, though, is because he has a slightly different effect, where when he's special summoned through the effect of an Adamantine monster, you get to draw a card. So he's basically a card that will give you more consistency in the deck. So I felt like playing 3 of him, and then 2 and 2 was just a better ratio than playing 3, 3, and 3. So in testing, this has worked better for me because of obviously drawing cards is always good. So it's just a better resource management game for me. We do play 1 Century of Solid Stone. Now, this is a card that I've been teching to be able to make Naturia Beast, and also because he can special summon his graveyard himself from the graveyard pretty much every turn as long as you control a rock type monster. As long as all monsters you control are rock types. So he's basically a guaranteed monster every turn in a deck where pretty much every monster in your deck is a rock. So he's just very good in general for the consistency of the deck. And I've been really liking him in the deck so far, especially seeing as when you're able to make Naturia Beast and just look at your opponent and be like, hey, you're not playing. So he's just a really good card just to be able to guarantee you a Nat Beast. Also because you can special summon him off these guys' effects in general. We also do play 1 Block Dragon because if you do have 3 of the excavators in your graveyard, you can summon Block Dragon, somehow get it in the graveyard, be it you link it away into a Phoenix or Boral Sword, and then search 1 of each tamer, so basically you can just go off from there. So in testing, these have been really good, and they're only techs of 1 because I don't feel like you should be playing more than 1 in the deck. Hand traps, we just play 3 Ash Blossom because she's the best hand trap. Spells, then we do play 3 Adamantine Sign. It allows you to basically top deck any rock card and special summon a rock monster from your graveyard, so he's just a monster reborn for rocks, and also will guarantee that one of your excavators will go off. We play 3 of the Field Spell because all rock monsters gain 500 attack. Why not? And also, you can stack your deck with 5 Adamantine cards. So you're guaranteed to be able to draw what you need on the next turn, or you're guaranteed to get what you want off the Tamers with this 1 card, so it just gives more consistency to the deck. And along with the card, we're playing the 1 Terraforming as well, because we want to be able to, get to those Field Spell. And also we're playing 1 Upstart Goblin and 3 Into the Voids. Now, my logic behind this is, you don't really need the cards in your hand at the end of your turn because the majority of the time you're going to have summoned them all. So if you play 1 Upstart Goblin and 3 Into the Voids, and then you activate the Field Spell, you're almost guaranteed to have an Adamantine Tamer in your hand. So if you stack your deck, use an Upstart Goblin, then or into the Void, then you're just guaranteed to be able to go off in your turn, so you're able to go even further. So it essentially turns Upstart Goblin and Into the Void into a rotor of sorts for the entire deck, which is something that I really thought works, and it does work in testing, and I've been really liking how it works. We also do play one Foolish Barrel because we could send the Block Dragon to summon it, or we could put Solid Soldier, or we can even send a Tamer to revive with the Adamantite sign. So it's just something that could come up and may come up in time. We do play 3 Adamantite Relieve. The reason we're playing 3 of this is because you contribute any of your rocks that are left or any of your synchros that you feel like you don't need to then destroy cards on the field +1. So it's just gone. So it's basically a steed. We also do play 1 Adamantite Resonance. It's the counter trap of the deck. I only wanted to play 1 of this card for the pure fact that you have to control a synchro to be able to resolve this effect. So if you don't have a synchro, then the card is kind of dead. So I felt like 1 was more than enough. We also do play triple Impermanence because, again, it goes with Ash and is one of the best hand traps. And then we got the Master of 5 card there. We can just, play the game. For synchros, though, we do play Adamantite Rise Raptite. We play 2 of this. We do play 2 of each synchro. This one basically can escalate the top 5 cards of your deck, special summon a rock monster from among them. In defense position. And also, if you've got a wind in your graveyard, it is a DD Crow on your opponent's turn, so that's really good. We do play 2 Adamantite Leonite, which is execute the top 5 cards, add an Adamantite card from among them to your hand, and can also summon a rock type monster from your graveyard during your opponent's turn if you have a fire in your graveyard. So synergy with Ash Blossom as well. And 2 Adamantite Dragite. Basically, what he does is really good because if you activate 5 rock monsters, during your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, return the cards of your hand up to the number of rock monsters. Reminding myself of the effect, you can return up to 5 cards onto the board. So if you excavate 5 rock monsters, you can return 5 cards your opponent controls to the hand. Just free removal in general, and especially against something like Thunder Dragon Colossus, this card is really good. And also, during your opponent's turn, while you have a water in when your opponent activates a spell or trap effect, you can, if you have a water in your graveyard, you can negate the activation and destroy that card. So really good there. And then just for generic synchros, we're playing 1 Naturia Beast because we play the Solid Soldier, 1 Brionic because there are times where we could actually utilize this by adding dead cards to the hand, 1 Coral Dragon because I wanted to play a level 6 tuner, so we could have access to Tzolk'in. 1 Pyros Slayer Magma because when he Mekk-knight Magma because when he destroys a monster by battle, destroys 2 cards on the board. It's just that simple. It's just nice and generic. 1 Cyframe Lord Omega, he can return banished cards and can also rip card out opponent's hand. Crystal Wing for the Tzolk'in. 1 Nightmare Phoenix to get rid of back row, and 1 Boral Sword for potential OTKs. Now, this is obviously the deck. It's something that I've been testing and having a lot of fun with. So let's actually get into some games to show you what the deck can actually do. So hopefully this Wendigo will let us go. And we won the dice roll, so we're going to go first. Now, hopefully we open up a Tamer, and we did. So we're pretty much guaranteed to be able to do whatever we want. So we're going to start off by normal summoning our Raptite because we can actually special summon the Researcher from the hand. So we'll go ahead and special summon her. And then we'll use her effect. Excavating the top 5 cards of our deck. We got the water one there. So we're going to be able to summon the water one and draw a card. Okay. So basically right now we're just syncing through our deck to get to specific cards to be able to play the game. So now we'll draw 1. And we'll go ahead and summon out the Leonite. So we'll go ahead and summon out Leonite. And now we could activate the field spell just so we can guarantee what we want. And I think I will do that because I kind of want to be able to make a Crystal Wing here. So we're going to go ahead and use the Raptite, the field spell, to go ahead and stack on top of our deck. We're going to go ahead and stack a Seeker. And the other cards don't really matter, so we can just leave that there. So go ahead and stack that, and then we're going to go ahead and use Leonite. Leonite will look at the top 5 cards. And we'll go ahead and add to our hand Adamantite Seeker. Go ahead and put those back into the deck. And we'll use Seeker's effect. Special summoning him. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the top 5 again. Now we are going to summon out that Solid Soldier. So we can have a Naturia Beast set up. So we'll go ahead and make the Churia Beast here. And then we'll just set one and pass. Now, I should have probably made, instead of making the Leonite, the wind one, because obviously we have the wind engrave, but sometimes this stuff happens where I make slight misplays. It can happen. But if we did, we would basically have a DD Crow along with our Naturia Beast. All right. So he summons a Mathematician. I'm going to go ahead and impermanence that because I don't want him to be able to resolve the Mathematician so he can get into an Orcus play or whatever he's potentially playing. So he sets one, sets another one, and he passes. Okay, so we draw for turn. We drew another field spell. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and activate Researcher. All right, and we're going to go ahead and special summoner. Now, I want to go ahead and stack the level 4 on top of my deck, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and get the Analyzer. And we're going to go ahead and use, I did not want to put that in defense position, that was a misclick, I wanted to use its effect. So we're going to go ahead and use this effect. Big mistakes, but it's fine. We can still play. Yes, we want to go ahead and add you to hand. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put those on the bottom, sorry. And we're going to go ahead and normal summon Analyzer. Now, we'll go ahead and make our levels. Now we'll go ahead and make our synchro monster. Now, if his back row is a trap, then we can negate it. So we are pretty good there. We're going to go ahead and excavate 5, so we can try and get into another synchro now. Yep, we got the blue. We got blue, so we can get a draw out of that as well. So we'll go ahead and summon the blue rock, and we'll top deck these, and we'll put these cards to the bottom of our deck. We'll draw a card. All right, and we've got Foolish Burial, so that's actually a really good draw here, because now I can go ahead and put in my graveyard the Block Dragon. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, I didn't want to do that. Oh, no. Oh, I thought we had enough rocks in grave. That is a big mistake. Oh, that hurts, but it's fine. Like, it hurts, it really does, but I can still deal with it, so it's all good as far as I can tell. So we're going to go ahead and synchro these two. Go ahead and make this. We'll go ahead and use the Coral Dragon, discarding this to destroy back row. So many misclicks this game. And we're up against Shadow, so I'm absolutely fine with this. Then we're going to go ahead and use Block Dragon, and we're going to go ahead and banish. Oh, so we did have enough engrave, so why didn't that me? That's so rude. Oh well. So we'll go ahead and summon the Block Dragon out. All right. And now there's still one secret. There's still one we have not summoned. So we could go ahead into that. But right now we can't actually set a card for Tzolk'in either. So I think the best course of action here is probably to link into a Nightmare Phoenix, pop the last back row, and then that should be a potentially game. So we're going to go ahead and link into a Nightmare Phoenix using these two. Block Dragon's effect will trigger, Coral Dragon's effect will trigger, and Phoenix's effect will trigger. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Discard the Ash, popping the back row. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and add 1 Seeker, 1 Analyzer, and 1 Researcher. Okay. His core goes off, which isn't the best, but it's fine. Like, we should have won this turn. I basically made a big mistake by accidentally using the Water Eggs effect, but it's all good. It is all good. But we should win this turn. So we're going to go ahead and summon Seeker, use Seeker's effect, excavating the top 5, and we've got a synchro, so it's fine. We got the rock. Now we're going to go ahead and summon it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go ahead and use its effect. which is going to go ahead and top deck on top of our deck a researcher. Okay, and he surrendered. So basically what we're going to do from here was just make Boral Sword and attack for game. And also summon out a block dragon so we can just guarantee the game. But yeah, we had game there. It was just a slight misplay on my account, or misclick on my account by obviously doing that. So let's go into a game where hopefully I don't misclick. I really hate when I misclick because it means that it's less entertaining for you, but it also shows that stuff can happen at times, and obviously there are still ways to play through it. Like, even though I misclicked twice, 2 or 3 times, we can still win very easily with this deck. So we have opened very well again. Okay, so we pretty much guaranteed whatever we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously normal summon our egg, and then we're going to go ahead and activate Researcher. Special summoning. We're then going to go ahead and use Researcher. Hopefully we will get an egg. We got an egg. Got an egg. Nice. And we will use Egg's effect. So we're going to go ahead and summon the green egg just so we can have the DD Crow this time, because obviously last time I should have done that, but I didn't. And that was just a mistake on my part. So we're going to go ahead and this time link these two into this. So we're going to go ahead and activate this, giving these a slight boost. We're not going to do that. And we're going to go ahead and top deck. I'm going to go ahead and top deck. Go ahead and top deck Seeker. And the reason we're top decking Seeker here is because if we do get the Rock Monster, if we do get the Solid Soldier, we can make that beast. But the other reason is because if we can get all 3 of the Synchros on board at once, then that is very, very good. So we're going to go ahead and summon this, and we're going to go ahead and put these back, obviously. We're then going to go ahead and use Seeker, looking at the top 5. Hopefully we get a Rock or some sort of monster. Hey, we got the blue one, so we get a draw as well. So we're going to go ahead and summon him. These can go to the bottom. And this will trigger. We draw one. Hey, that's very good. Now all we're missing, really, is the big boy. So we're going to go ahead and now make Leonite, using these 2 as material. And hopefully we can... well, I would prefer a trap here, to be honest, but we'll see what we get. Okay. So we didn't really get anything worthwhile, but we did get the Adamatia, so that's very good. And we haven't got an amazing turn 1 board, but we do have a good turn 1 board. Because we've got the 2 back rows, so we can guarantee at least 4 pops. We've also got a way to just negate any monster effect that our opponent has. So we are in a very good position in terms of resources. Plus we can revive anything, which is nice. Okay, so it's opponent's turn now. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, he's playing as well. Well, he can definitely have that effect, because I don't mind him special summoning this. Because I'm going to just Ash Blossom that to stop it. So we'll go ahead and Ash it. Now we are able to tribute our Leonite's effect, which is good. Because it means we can summon pretty much any rock monster from our grave, giving us more pops with Relieve. He summons a light Leonite. Okay. That's absolutely fine. What's he going to do with it? I'll probably end up summoning the water one with Leonite as well, just so we can get another draw. Like, we are pretty firmly set up here. Like, we're not in a bad position. Let's see what our opponent's going to do. He's most likely making the big synchro. Yeah, he's making Dragonite. Okay. 2 Dragonite. I think the best course of action would be to just banish the red from grave, but I'm going to wait for him to... Oh, he's going into battle phase. Okay. Well, when he enters, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Leonite then, and summon out the Dragite. Dragite will trigger and I'll get a draw. There we go. Now, I'll let him do what he wants to do here, because I don't mind if he attacks me. I'm fine if he kills that. Honestly, don't really mind. So that's dead. Pass his turn. Now, depending on what he ends on, I might just be... That's where he is, and I'm stopping that on the spot. He is not resolving that effect, because if he does get 5, I lose 5 cards. And that is not happening. Alright, so... He has pretty much nothing. I've got 2 revive spells that you can activate more than once per turn. So he is 100% dead next turn. So yeah, there's no way he's living. No way. Wait, a mekk-knight? He's playing a mekk-knight build? Okay. I'm interested. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't lead with that, though. Like, if he can mekk-knight, why not mekk-knight? Actually, no, he couldn't mekk-knight because of the zones. I didn't have 2 columns. Alright. But he can't do anything with his mekk-knight, though. In end phase, I'll probably... No, you know what? I won't actually use this because I could just return the blue sky to his hand. Interesting build, though. I like the idea of it. Okay. Goes to main phase 2 and then end phase. In the end phase, we're going to go ahead and banish the red, just so he can... Because if, like, once he doesn't have any more of these left, it's like you can't play the game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off by activating our revival spell. And we're going to summon it back our Leonite. We will top deck. We'll go ahead and top deck... it's 1 Adamatia. So we're going to go ahead and top deck out a Researcher. And we'll go ahead and use Leonite to get said Researcher. What else do we see? Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the Researcher. You know what, I should have probably top decked the level 4 now that I'm thinking about it, but it's fine. Do we have the level 4 engrave? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay, we're going to go ahead and summon a Researcher. And then we're going to go ahead and go into a Coral Dragon. We're just going to OTK him. Summon out the Coral Dragon. And then we'll use its effect, discarding impermanence to destroy the blue sky. And we'll go ahead and make Tzolk'in. Coral Dragon will trigger, I get a draw. Into the Void, that's nice if we can get 1 more card in our hand, but until then it's not going to do much for us. We'll go ahead and set the Adamatia sign, and summon out Crystal Wing. Now we're going to go ahead and use the Revival spell again, summoning out a Seeker, and we are going to go ahead and top deck Analyzer. He is 100% dead. Because I'm just now going to summon out the Analyzer and just kill him. So we'll go ahead and summon out the Analyzer. In any order, it doesn't really matter how they go to grave, into the bottom of the deck. And we'll go ahead and summon our big boy. And we can summon 2 of them. Actually, we haven't activated list. Let's go further. Let's go further beyond. Let's see if we can. Come on, 1 rock. Oh, we didn't get any rocks. Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine. We could have top decked it, but it's fine. You know what? We'll go into another Dragonite. And we'll battle phase it. And that is game. Well over 10k. So, guys, those are 2 games. One where I completely misclicked my ass off, and one where we actually just made a pretty busted board and had a lot of fun. And honestly, guys, this deck is so much fun to play, and there are so many ways you can actually play it. This is just my variant where I play like draw cards to facilitate the field spell more, and play the traps just so I can guarantee that their opponent doesn't have anything. Trying to make all my synchros turn 1 and just stop my opponent. It's a really fun deck, guys, and I really do love it. But tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section below of this deck. Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? Do you think you would play it? Do you think you wouldn't play it? I can't wait to hear your thoughts and opinions because I personally really am enjoying it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook pages in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one. RoboBat1 signing out.